Hello everyone, this is Jess Yen. Today I'm drawing and designing Nezha. Although this character's origins was from Hindu mythology, and my design of Nezha is based on Chinese folk religion. After he became god of protection. And here you can see I'm gonna keep drawing a fire frame. In Taoism, Nezha is also known as the third lotus prince. Nezha is often portrayed as a child instead of an adult. In the novel Journey to the West, Nezha was a general under his father. His name is Li Jing. And Nezha fought the Monkey King for the Jade Emperor. After they become friends. There's another fire frame right here. Yeah. Keep a fire frame. Here you go. I also would like to talk about Nezha characteristic in drawing. Nezha has four treasures of weapons. First, this is his fire-tipped spear. The base of the spear is a lotus flower because of his Taoism name, and the spear itself demonstrated by fire shape. Second, this is his universal ring. Holding by his left hand where his right hand is holding a fire-tipped spear. His universal ring could be enlarged or shrunk to big or small. The size of the ring I draw now is the standard typical size. Third is his wing fire wheel, which comes in a pair. Nezha step on them on each foot. In my design, wing fire wheel are decorated by fire, and the movements of a fire represents direction of the wing flows. Fourth, or lastly, is his red long sash. The sash ties up from his waist to the chest, goes across his back, and it comes out from the right and the left his shoulders. I did S-shape design for his sash. So there are Nezha's four treasures of the weapons. Now I like to talk about the design of colors in clothing. I call this a triangle shape design. Simply draw out triangle shape using lines. 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, the other direction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, same thing again. 1, 2, 3. Now you will see the final completion of a triangle shape columns. Next, I'd like to talk about how I draw the thick and thin line to demonstrate thickness of each item on his clothing and armor. First, these are thin lines, so I use a thin 0.1 markers to draw out the buckle. Here we go. Then I use the 0.8. There's a 0.8 to draw the thickness for the thick lines. Everything that you see on his clothes and armor has a thickness. Yeah, here you go, another thickness. Everything has a thickness. For example, this buckle comes from the back and connects to his armor in the front. Here's the thickness. This one too. Here you go. So now you can see the thickness producing depth, creating three-dimensional looks on the objects on two-dimensional surface. Another way to use a thick line I like to show you, for example, this hand. His left hand is the front of the background, so I will need to increase the thickness of the line on his left hand right here. You will see significant separation from his left hand to all other things and background. See that? The thicker line on his arm. Now we go back to the thick line, producing the depth on this lotus shape. Wristband. Again, I like to address this all things armor jewelry. Weapons, any items have a thickness and depth. Here is the lotus wristband. So I also creating the thick line on his wristband. So you will see the separation from his hand to wristband, and the same thing on his armor. Thick lines create depth. Here you go. Lastly, I like to give out a small tip. How do I create texture on the handle of the weapon? I call it a worm shape drawing, like worm, like bug. It's irregular. Like when you draw a clouds, when you drawing clouds, do as you feel in mind freely. Then I use a thick marker to shape out the shadows. See that? So you draw out all of those freely warm shape. Then you use the thicker marker right now to shape out the shadows. Now the texture feel like a metal carving material on the handle. To summarize, we learn to use the thick and thin lines, producing depth, separation, and texture, creating three-dimensional looks. I think these are very important. See that? The thick line to creating three-dimensional looks. This is very important. Here you go. Here I like to talk about how I get my ideas. There are from Taoist and folk religion temple and my childhood memories. This sketch actually was done 4 to 5 times. I initially sketched out my idea on the small piece of paper. This was the smallest one, only a size of my palm. See that? It's my palm size. Then I enlarged the size and made any changes on it. After that, I would draw again on the bigger size. This drawing will be done on the human-sized scroll paper. The final scroll painting will be exhibited in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. The art exhibition is called Koronten, which is co-hosted by legendary Sensei Horiyoshi III and I. I also used a small separate paper to design things like this fire tip spear. then transfer my design to this large sketch. This was because I found this way easier for me when it comes to designing small detail item like a fire tip shaped spear or other things. I like to share how I structure and draw Nezha. Yeah. Here are photos. Check it out. I collected from different websites. You can find many good references from internet to help you to start your first idea and sketch. This one is my first sketch. Here you go. This is Jess Yen. Thank you for watching.